Daytona is known for its pristine in action. Well, now we know whether we win Mazda MX-5 Cup powered by Whelen or Michelin, as we're getting ready for some race highlights of the Mazda MX Cup Racing Series. So you're looking at the season opener race highlights. This was at the start of the race as the green, black, blue, multiple of our drivers went underway, as 29 of our Mazda MX-5 racers were up and rolling, and the Mazdas were underway for 45 minutes of racing of the Mazda MX-5 Cup. We just had the VP Racing Fuels Challenge with the LMP3s, the GT3s, and the GT4s. Now we just got the Mazdas. All of them are identical. But as of now, these racers are looking absolutely strong as the green flag was away within a couple of minutes. And now we'll get into some live commentary of the race. Alright, here we go. Coming into the next part of the chicane. We are leading into the next part of the race. As you can see right here, the leader is on the way. Lap number 1, led. And there go the other Mazda. Look at this. Diving to the inside. Battle for second. They bump and they bang. Already underway here in the Mazda MX-5 Cup. And you can just see right there. These guys are up and at it. They are not wasting any time. Daytona is known for its treacherous parts. Whether it be the NASCAR races that they race here, or even the Rolex 24, the Rolex 2.4 hours of Daytona. We will have some highlights of each hour on speed, but as of now, the Mazdas and the other racers, they just carry on and they do not stop whatsoever. As you can see, well, right now these guys are just trying to get going. Look at this, a lead change, baby. Yes, contact made. But we have out over the lead here at the Mazda MX-5 race at Daytona. They're side by side, they're all over each other. As now we got yet another lead change. 39 minutes left in the race. 39 minutes and 33 seconds to go. As the other Mazdas are coming down towards the next part of the turns. Been a bit of an insane one here with the Mazda MX-5 Cup. 38 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Now 7 seconds. Look at this. The inside. Oh, they hit. They make contact. And the second place Mazda's around. He spins out. And he has lost absolute control. Unbelievable. We see this a lot in the Mazda MX-5 Cup, and we see this a lot in the 2.4 hours of Daytona as well, where the drivers, they dive bomb in the first corner, but then they get loose whenever they get in the marbles. They slide out of control and they hit the wall, or they hit the car right behind them, and that was treacherous. Well, right now, these Mazdas are going down this back stretch. Here now comes the Le Mans chicane. This is where it's going to happen. And there it is. Another lead change. Another lead change here at the Mazda MX-5 Cup. And we got yet another lead change as we're down ahead with 36 minutes and 47 seconds to go here at the Mazda MX-5 Cup. 5 laps completed in total. But as of now, these Mazdas, they're going down to the NASCAR parts of the track. And look at this. Are we going to see it again? He's going right on the high side. Oh, there it is again. Oh, there it is again. He's around. I knew that was going to happen. There's multiple cars involved as they have absolutely totaled themselves. And look at this. And, oh, wait a minute, there's another car around. There's another car around. We got another one backwards. Another one has spun out. I'm trying to get a look at the camera. There it is. That guy just absolutely spun out. Oh, my. Now we may be talking about these Mazda MX-5 drivers getting absolutely nervous. Honestly, if I was to drive the race, I'd be nervous because this is treacherous and insane. Looking at these Mazdas, you can just tell they are trying to do whatever they can. Oh boy, here we go again. Is it going to happen a third time? He goes to the outside, try to lock up, and there it is. It happens again. He did it again. Oh! Contact made somehow with the steering of the cars. They're able to get it back and straight within a couple of minutes or even seconds at least, if helped by another Mazda. In that case, there was some help like that, but my goodness. Look at that, they're sliding all over the place. This is crazy. 32 minutes left. So now look at the inside. To the inside of the track. Now we got 32 minutes left. But down over the outside, then to the inside, goes one of our Mazda racers. He is just trying to do whatever he can to hang on to this lead. But as you can see, multiple other Mazdas, they're jamming on the brakes. They do not want to do anything stupid. Into the backstretch, and now into the Le Mans chicane. Down to the inside. Here we go to the Le Mans chicane. That's another easy pass. Another Mazda MX-5 racer goes out in front. Are you kidding me? The Le Mans chicane is an overtaking zone. These guys just put an overtake at the Le Mans chicane every time. But now we come to the part where it's just been destroying these Mazda racers. They have had absolute trouble. That is coming to the first turn. Do you see the 2.4 hours of Daytona? Look at this. To the inside we go. He goes right down the inside. And the lead change happens again. They bump and they bang. But yeah, another lead change as these bosses are going all over the place. And they dive bomb going right towards turn number 1. You can just see it right here. These Mazdas are doing whatever they can to hang on. Here we go into the Le Mans chicane. Not this time. Not this time. He went down up to the inside, but not really quite close enough. These Mazdas are trying to do whatever they can. At least these Mazda racers are trying to do whatever they can. 29 minutes on the clock, and we're about to complete 10 laps. Here in the first race of the 2026 Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup Series Championship. Look at this, the inside. Here we go again. They bump and they bang. We got a car coming to the pits to the inside. And he's done it again. But wait, here we go again. In the corner. Not quite. I thought the third place car might have something to say about it. And here we go. The Mazda's coming to the pits for fuel and maybe only fuel. I'm not sure we're going to see a couple of Mazdas going to the pits for tires. I mean, we might, but I'm not sure if it's just going to be, likely. I'm not sure it's going to be likely, but they're in the pits for fuel. So here we go in the next part into the turn. They come across the line. Now we can see, oh my, look at that. What a drift. Are you kidding me? Right down the inside and drifting. These Mazdas, they almost have no traction control whatsoever. Look at this. Oh, he's in the grass. He's in the grass. They just got absolutely loose. What a move by these Mazdas. They're making moves all over the track. And what a drift. That might be the best overtake of the season. And it just got started. Well, here we go. Into the turn. We might see the other one. Here we go. Crossover move. Maybe. No. He just goes right to the outside. And they're side by side in towards turn 1. Not quite enough. And you just see right there. Look at this. Battle for second. They're battling for second place. Right. Oh, now there's contact. Oh, and he's around. Around he goes. He's in the grass. Now there's traffic everywhere. Oh no, contact made. The Mazdas hit each other and around he goes. Right into the side of the Mazda MX-5 driver. And look at this. The bumper is gone. 24 minutes left. And look at this again. The bumper is gone. What just happened? This is insane. Yet another incident. But this time it happens while battling for second. Here come the other Mazdas. They're making their way to the NASCAR turns into the banking of the track. And there is that damaged Mazda. He's gotta be feeling absolutely disappointed. They come all the way down towards the tri-oval to complete yet another lap. Look at this, to the inside, they bump again! They bump again, but not this time. He does not take the lead this time. They come out of the final corner. Look at this, though. This is insane. More drivers come to the pits, and I reckon it's that one damaged one. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. That's that one damaged Mazda MX-5 driver. He's gotta be feeling absolutely disappointed. They come in the pits. Oh no! There's contact! Contact in the pits! I have never seen anything like that. There's contact as the drivers come barreling into the pits. And one driver careens right into another car. He bumps right into his bumper. That is unbelievable. The leaders come in the pits, and right as they do, they hit each other. One of the monsters just slammed into another driver's bumper. That is absolutely incredible. What just happened? We can just tell that these guys, they're trying to do whatever they can at the very moment. It'll be about fuel saving in a minute. Look at this. To the inside once again. He'll cross over. They bump again. He loses second for the moment. And I think he might have just lost out second. He might have lost out second completely, yes. Look at this, about for 7 going on. They're all over each other and in the grass. Yeah, not sure if that would count as corner cutting or not, but that is definitely insane. Again, look at the fuel. The fuel is going low and maybe about fuel saving any time. They come to the pits again. Into the pits comes, I believe these were the leaders for a moment. And you can just see other Mazdas. They're trying to do whatever they can to save them a lot of fuel. Because coming to the final minutes, we got almost 10 minutes left and we completed 20 laps of the season opener of the Mazda MX-5 Cup. The first of many races of the season. And this will be pretty insane. These drivers can hang on in terms of fuel strategy. Because at the moment, these guys may have a lot of fuel for now, but come like 5 minutes into the race, they're going to be barreling into the pits. And that will be absolutely disappointing for these guys because they work hard to win the Mazda MX-5 Cup. In a Le Mans chicane. We might see an overtake. Look at this, to the inside, and he's got it. Another overtake in the Le Mans chicane. Another overtake. We got into the Le Mans chicane. And out in front, into NASCAR 3 and 4. Into the banking. They'll be coming to tri-oval to complete lap 21. How many guys, though, will come into the pits? The third place car's in the pits. He's coming into the pits right now. 5 laps of fuel remaining. Yeah, you're not going to make it. On fuel like that, you got to come in now. These guys will be barreling in the pits as fast as they can because they'll just be diving in. You can just see right there. These guys are just trying to do whatever they can. And here we go to the Le Mans chicane. The Le Mans chicane again. To the inside. Not quite. 9 minutes to go. We're about to have 8 minutes remaining in the race. And I think he won't make enough fuel. Yeah, look. The fuel as it strikes zero in terms of the minutes of the race. He's very much low on fuel. He's got to come into the pits like at least on the next lap. Again, these guys can't make it like this. Whoever has the most fuel, which is probably behind the pack of these guys. Look at this, the inside. He comes to the inside. There's one of the lap traffic leaving the pits. To the outside of the track now. Crossover move. But it's not going to be enough. And he hangs on to leave, but you can reckon it won't be for long. He'll come to the pits either way. In a Le Mans chicane, this has been an overtaking zone for many drivers, but it's not going to happen this time. Look at this, side by side into the Le Mans chicane. It won't be enough, and this time he won't be able to hang on for long because he's got to come into the pits. Look, 4 laps of fuel remaining. It's time for these guys to come in. Will the whole top 3 coming to pits. Yes, yes, they do. On lap 22 and almost 6 minutes right. Look at that. They almost just hit each other when they came into the pits. Oh no. Just 5 minutes and 32 seconds left. And we're going to see one more driver, I think, dive into the pits. Yes, into the pits he comes. He knows he's got problems. And we got a leader who has 26 of the remaining. He definitely, without question, can make it to the end of the race. But at this point, it's just about fuel-saving mileages. But these guys have matched their fuel way too well at this point. We're now coming in the tri-oval. There may be a lot of moves, especially in turn 1. Speaking of which, here we go again. Oh my, look at that. Another drift over a tank. And he's got the job done. And towards turn number 1, he takes the lead of the race. And incredible. What just happened there? That's the second time we've seen it here in the race. A driver drifting towards turn 1 and then just boom, an overtake. I'm not sure because look at this. Look at the timing clock. We're about to come with 60 seconds. 60 seconds left. I think the drivers, they might just make it to the line and they will start the final lap. But if they don't make it to the finish line before the clock strikes 0, then all of them maybe pass a little much game, but no, as I was saying, if they don't make it to the finish line before the clock strikes 0, then this lap 26, will be the final lap. And when the drivers cross the line, whoever is leading will be automatically declared the winner. That's how the rule works for mainly the entire IMSA series. But they come across the line now. Lap 27 will be the final lap of the race. Look at this. To the inside, he gets very loose. They come out of the first couple corners. Now the clock strikes 0. This is the final lap of the Mazda MX-5 Cup season over at Daytona. They are waiting and are just trying to hang on for dear life. They know at any minute now, anyone can make a move, whether it be into the Le Mans chicane or even going straight up into the backstretch. Here we go, out of the corners. And we're going to do a name reveal for the race winner, depending on who it may be. Look at this. They come down into the NASCAR corners. They're now into the NASCAR turns and on to the banking. These guys have got plenty of fuel. They can make it all the way to the end. And now, into the backstretch, into the Le Mans chicane. That has been an overtaking zone of drivers down to the Le Mans chicane to the inside and a lead change of last lap pass. Oh my, unbelievable. Here we go into NASCAR 3 and 4. Now, it's time for the name reveal. The guy who just made the last lap pass is Mazda MX, the same guy who finished 9th on his debut. Mazda MX from 9th place on his car debut to winning the Mazda MX-5 Cup season over at Daytona with a last lap pass. Are you kidding me? The 18-year-old German-American racer has done it yet again. Well, how about that? The German-American racer, Mazda MX, never pleases to disappoint. He wins the season opener of the Mazda MX-5 Cup, and you can definitely tell he is just looking absolutely strong. But you can just, again, look at this though. It's raining. We got light rain. We're going to have thunderstorms, so that will cancel second practice of the Roar Before the 24 for the official IMSA grid. So with a thunderstorm coming to Daytona, that means that the second practice session for the Rolex 2.4 of Daytona will not happen. Again, because of thunderstorms, lightning is in the area, and the rain, as Mez doing burnouts, is coming down as we speak. So the rain will cancel second practice. So Saturday practice for the 2.4 hours of Daytona will be canceled. But how about this guy, Mr. Mez? He takes the win at Daytona. What a race, what a finish.